A young college co-ed is found murdered, her lifeless body floating in an icy lake.
Captain, where was the body found?
Actually, was found right here.
And who killed her has never been much of a mystery to this veteran detective.
I feel like I know who did it.
There's only one problem.
I just got to prove it.
And Captain Greg Reed would spend much of his 30 years in law enforcement trying to do just that.
Any investigator that's been in it for a long time, they've got them cases that gnaw at them.
The case that's gnawed at Captain Reed was the senseless killing of 19-year-old Brooke Holsonback. A tragedy also still tearing at the broken hearts of Brooke's parents, Warren and Debbie.
I can still see her running into the house, hollering, "Mom and Dad, I'm home," or little things like that.
Brooke was the firstborn of the Holsonback's 3 children and the apple of her daddy's eye.
She was the light of my life.
And Brooke had a special glow that enchanted everyone, even when she was just a little girl growing up in the small country town of Prosperity, South Carolina.
When she walked in a room, she could just light it up. You know, she had a beautiful smile, her blonde hair, blue eyes. She enjoyed being with friends. She enjoyed being with her family.
Entertaining them by singing and dancing with little sister Kelly.
We didn't need a TV for entertainment. We had Brooke and Kelly, and they entertained us a lot.
Brooke's idea of fun was Christmas, family tailgate parties at the football game, and swimming in the lake. Her outgoing personality making her one of the most popular kids in town.
When she was in high school, she was a head cheerleader.
And the smartest girl in her class, being accepted into nearby Clemson University when she was still just in the 11th grade.
She got a letter and they said, you know, come up, you could major in whatever major you wanted.
So after graduating from high school, Clemson is where she went, majoring in biochemistry.
She was hoping that, you know, when she got through, she could maybe do some cancer research, and who knows, maybe even find a cure for cancer.
But Brooke would never get a chance to achieve her noble ambitions. Clemson University, it's a school known for its athletics and small-town appeal. But less than 2 miles from this picturesque campus, the freshman student lost her life.
The startling news spread quickly around the small university town.
And the story of what investigators think may have occurred is told in this police recreation video. Around 9:30 one night, Brooke visits the dorm room of classmate Brian Gallup, where he was hanging out with another student named Jeffrey Dubansky.
The guys wanted to go mud bogging. They've both been drinking a good bit, so she was going to drive for them. They ended up at the mud bog. They got stuck.
Then Brian and Jeffrey reportedly began arguing and tussling, and when the fight is over, they said Brooke was nowhere in sight.
According to them, she had just walked off.
And when Brooke doesn't return to the dorm, her roommate reports her missing to university police around noon the next day. At almost exactly the same time, a worker sees Brooke's body floating in Lake Hartwell, near the muddy field where she had reportedly gone four-wheeling with Bryant and Jeffrey the night before. At first, it appeared Brooke had drowned, but Detective Reed would soon learn this was no accident.
How did Brooke die?
She died as a result of strangulation.
Next, the hunt for Brooke's killer begins.
Were there any signs that Brooke was raped or sexually assaulted?